Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel and Journey into Thunder. Today going to be talking to you about my experience and trip to Orlando, Florida. So I took a family holiday and arrived back yesterday, and I'm going to be doing a two-part, maybe three-part video talking about some of the comic shops I went to, some of my pickups. So let's have a look and see what I got up to. So we're on the road, on the way to Wearsdale. Time is 7:56 America time, Florida time. We had a night in Tampa International Airport, staying at the Marriott. On our way now to the Comic Connection to hopefully pick up some comic books. I've got a nice selection I'm looking for today. But a nice, easy flight on the way over, and looking forward to today, really.
So what are you looking for?
So on my list, I'm probably not going to be able to find any Journey into Mystery today. It's going to be more of the lower end Thor books. Maybe looking for Thor 127, maybe 150, which is a Hela cover appearance, and then but otherwise looking for some kind of dollar books to complete some of volume 2, maybe look for some annual. I also might go a bit off topic and see if I can find first appearance of Bane, which I will hopefully find during this trip. So this is going to be day 1 of our trip. So we've got a week here in Orlando. First we're going to Wearsdale, then we're going for a family holiday over in Orlando, staying at another Marriott, and then we'll be going to probably 2 or 3 comic shops in Orlando. Coliseum of Comics is probably going to be one of them, maybe Living Dead, that kind of stuff. But really looking forward to it. We'll also show the car we picked up for our one day as well, which is pretty cool, which we're in at the moment. But yeah, looking forward to today. Got about another hour before we get to Wearsdale. But yeah, hopefully it's going to be a good day. The sun is shining, so we're hopefully going to pick up some deals.
What's your budget for today?
Well, got $300 for the week, so probably don't want to be spending too much more than 100 today. But I'll be flexible. As I say, a lot of the books that I'm hopefully going to be picking up today are going to be on the lower end, so they're kind of $1 books, unless I throw in a big kind of key every so often. So yeah, on that kind of lower end, but probably $100, maybe 150 at a push. But I'd like to see if I can find a Journey into Mystery at one of the Coliseum of Comics, which is probably going to cost $100 plus for those. But yeah, that's probably what I'm budgeting for today. So we'll bring you back when we get to Wearsdale and the Comic Connection. Really looking forward to it. Here we are, arriving at Joe's Tent and Barn Sale in my Fetching Thor t-shirt. So I'm very lucky today that I have my wife accompanying me, so she's going to be doing a lot of the filming. Here we are walking up to the 2 tents, and there's one inside section. So the tents on the right hand side, there's lots of 50 centers, but lots of the kind of key titles. Here's a very similar type of thing. And then lots of trade paperbacks everywhere, as well as horror comics and other really, really key books, to be honest with you. Some of the trade paperbacks are Superman, Batman, X-Men, all Wolverine, all those the key titles. Joe, who runs the this tent and barn sale, is a lovely man. I had a really, really nice conversation with him, talking about all things comics as well as his personal life and that kind of stuff. Really, really nice guy. Became famous as from the Comics Den, a really good other comic creator, content creator. Here I am looking through some of the $5 books. So that they had an offer on, which was buy 5, get the 6th free at $5 a go. There was lots of digging here, so they weren't in any one in particular order in these boxes. So not in specific titles. You would just have to get in there and dig for it. A lot of the titles did have, a lot of the comic books did have a very good labeling system, or should we say pricing system. So you can see these green tinge on the top of the bags. That was due to the pricing. So you'll see some of the books in a moment where, here we are. So you'll see the 2 red lines. They meant one price, and others meant other prices. The 50-cent comics, there was probably, must be 20,000, 30,000. And then we go into the tent, into the barn area. There I am having a look to see what kind of key issues. So most of the key issues were in the barn. It's because it was end of October, middle of November. It was actually quite a nice temperature compared to normal. They have these big fans running, which meant that it was really, really cool in there, sometimes cold. But I can imagine in summer it'd be absolutely boiling. So you need these big fans going. But books everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Very, very good prices. And also Joe gives you a very good discount when you kind of bring them all together. Normally gives you a kind of a 10%, 20% off the full price. Here's my wife with some Thor books. She was on the hunt for the Thors as well as myself, while I was doing more of the digging. Really nice copies here. Some of them I already have in my collection, so couldn't add these ones today. Couple of little issues here and there with them, but they were nice overall for some Silver to Bronze Age books. There I am having a chat to Joe as we kind of pan through the inside of the barn. Here's my wife finding some of the Mighty Thor in that kind of 400 range, volume 1. She seemed to really, really enjoy looking through all of these comics, and she got a massive stack together. These were $1 to $2 each, so she must have been wanting me to get a load so that then I don't need to spend more in the future. But here I am just having a look through some of the Mighty Thor, and looking to see if I can increase my add to my collection. There was loads and loads of Thor books. I could easily have spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars, but there's no fun in completing it all at the same time. There's a great Heimdall cover, a really, really nice little book there. So this is Joe's Tent and Barn Sale. Back in the UK, and let's have a look at what we picked up. So first up, we have The Walking Dead, number 171. So first appearance. This is the first appearance of the Princess of Pittsburgh. Amazing cover, created by Charlie Adlard. I do love The Walking Dead. It's one of my kind of favourite comic series. So I don't collect these as single issues, but I collect some of the kind of key books. So I would like to get Walking Dead number 1 in the future, but I've got first appearance of Negan and a couple of others. I would like first appearance of Michonne as well. That would be really cool. Next we have the Man-Bat, or Batman and the Man-Bat. I thought this was a really cool cover. I got it as a bundle. Wasn't looking for it, but just thought it was really cool. Yeah, I think it's really, really cool. Nothing more to say. So I obviously collect a lot of Thor, and I love getting Thor cover appearances with other characters. So this is Captain Marvel 54, 57, with Thor battling Captain Marvel on the front. This was April 1978, and created by Pat Broderick. Classic cover. Really happy to have this in the collection. Now we move on to the Spectacular, Marvel Spectacular. So I haven't actually been collecting any of these of the Mighty Thor, but this is the Marvel Spectacular. Super cool. Amazing cover appearances. This is kind of the collection of a lot of the early Mighty Thor. So from kind of like 120, 125, 127, all the way through up to, I think it goes all the way to 190, something like that. Oh, actually, no, it probably doesn't go up to that far. It probably goes up to like maybe 150s. But this is the kind of collection of it. Super cool. Really like these. So pick these up for about $5 each in those boxes and got the sixth one free. So there's the first. So that was Mighty Thor Marvel Spectacular number 2. There's number 4 with Ego on the cover appearance. For some reason, I've got 2 of these. I'm not sure why. So I've double paid on that one. Oh well. They're pretty cool though. Got number 10. And number 12. So this is a final. I think there's about 16 in the series, I think. I'll have a look at and put a comment down below if you've got all of these. But that's another bundle I collected. First up, we have the Straczynski run. I picked up a couple of these. These were $2 each, so I got number 11 and number 12. I haven't read this series, so I'm looking forward to collecting all of this. I think this is quite a small series, so it's only, I think, 12 to 20 in each one. So I'm not too far away. I think I've got about 10 of these. But look forward to trying this one out. This is from the Jurgens run. I've mainly picked this up because it's just a super cool cover. Absolutely amazing. Looks like Heimdall on the front. Only in this series I picked up. But again, a couple of dollars. Thought it was pretty good. Now we have a big stack of the Mighty Thor. So completing that volume 1 run. So we've got, I think we've got 16 in here, something like that. So big stack. So got 430. Pretty cool. No first appearances in these. Some of the kind of issues at the back end of the series, which I'll show in a sec. But no kind of big first appearances. Just kind of cool covers. These is kind of like early 90s. 472. $480. Kind of, they do change in. So I'll try and get the better. There we go. Try not to get the glare. There we go. They do change in probably around this issue. So what's this? 483. They do change in styling on the front covers, on the covers. So, and I'm not too keen on this one. And a few later, it gets. I can understand why they didn't last very long, but yeah, there's another one. 484. Yep. That's pretty cool. Mjolnir. That's 484. No, that is 491. 492. So again, this is kind of mid 90s. 94. I haven't read this series, so but I will, once I've finished my Thor Volume 1, I'm going to work my way through it and look forward to reading a lot of these. Mjolnir again. It's pretty cool. I like that one. 90s classic. 494. So you can see how it's going a bit more cheesy. 496. 497. Pretty cool. Then we've got 499, so almost finishing in this volume 1. The last kind of, I've got the last issue, which is 502, but this is it finishing, so that's 499, 498, sorry, 498. Then we've got 500, And then the penultimate issue, which I think is really cool, which is 501. Pretty cool. So that's my pickups. Pretty happy with my $70. Pretty good. I do have one more thing that we purchased, which I'll show it to you, but I think it's only right that my wife shows you, because she found it, and I think it's pretty cool.
Well, what do you expect? You're my number one customer. Don't you forget, you're my number one customer. You're my number one customer.
I'm not a big toy collector, but this one is super cool. Turbo Man. So anyone that, obviously it's now kind of Christmas time or getting into Christmas time, one of the best Christmas films is Jingle All the Way with Arnie. And this is one of the toys that was released around the film for Turbo Man. It's so cool. This is going to stay with us for a long time. So we got this for, well, I'll tell you the little story first. So, and then my wife spotted it and went, "Oh, Turbo Man," and I picked it up. Couldn't find a price, so I asked the gentleman behind the table. Said, "How much is this Turbo Man?" And he said, "Oh, is there no price?" "Nope, no price." And he said, "Okay, well, how much would you pay for it?" So I thought, well, I'll offer him $20. He said yes, $20. Not bad. Very, very happy with this one after researching when we got back. These normally go for between $60 and $80. So very, very happy. I won't be selling this. This is just something that for keeping for the future. But I think it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you've got one. Let me know if you've got one of these cool little Turbo Mans. It's in pretty decent nick. In the box, it's not coming out of the box. So even though I am a big comic collector of Thor, this is definitely one of my favourite pickups. So that's all we have time for on this episode 1 or part 1 of my Florida trip. Let me know what you think of my pickups. So I spent $70 including the Turbo Man. Pretty good. Let me know if you've ever been to the barn sale, Joe's barn sale. Really cool guy, really friendly. Nice atmosphere, amazing deals. I didn't get any big keys or big books, but a load of really good value comics. Let me know if you've been. Let me know what you think of the video. Please like, comment and subscribe if you like this kind of content. And look out for the next couple of videos as I tour around Florida. Thanks. Bye.